So I just said something to my dog in English, and he understood, and he listened, and he did what I told him to do, and that just completely blows my mind, because we forget that animals, they're so vastly intelligent, even more so I'd say than humans, in the sense that animals are very intuitive. They use their subconscious mind very easily, and they understand any language that you talk in, provided that they're primed to understand it. They're so intelligent. Why did it just start getting noisy when I decided to record? That's very interesting. I wanted to talk about something that hit me like a ton of bricks today. So life happens for people, life happens for everybody, and life is not easy. Nothing in life is easy, really. And so, you go through times where you really need to heal, and you face things that you really need to heal from. And it's easy to avoid doing healing work. It's easy to just do everything else except that. But real healing is sitting in silence. It's reading books that expand your mind in regards to the subconscious, in regards to what we're made of, in regards to just the way that our subconscious mind operates, the magic that we hold inside, right? So when we read books like this, they open our eyes to who we are, which is essentially byproducts of God, or we house super intelligence basically within us. And it's easy to forget this when you think that you are normal or a normal person. We're not. We are literally supercomputers. We are gods in the flesh, in a way. And so it's important to read things like this, because they actually bring you back to center. They bring you back to self. They heal you. And so that's another way to heal. A third way of healing, besides silence and then knowledge, is meditation. And really, through meditation, you can do energy work. It's called just energy practices, right? And you can send energy to different parts of the body. You can visualize and heal your body and your mind through visualization. You can heal your life through visualization. You can make more money through visualization. We are insane. And I've seen it in the positive sense. I've seen it in the negative sense. We can just as easily work against ourselves and manifest some bull crap, you know what I mean? And we do it all the time. When we have fear, or when we indulge in negative thinking, or what have you. And I have in my life had to make strong decisions. I've had to be around strong events. I've had things happen to me, at me, all sorts of things. And recently I had to make the decision about something. And essentially it would have benefited me, but it also would have costed me, And so I had to think about it from the material standpoint. It was really, really good, really profitable. But from a spiritual standpoint, it would have completely ruined me, really. There was no way I could not have let this affect other areas of my life. It would have, if I had really gone forward with it, And so I realized, I had to go back and realize, okay, Seema, what's important? What's important, What is important to you? And for the longest time, when you dive into the world of online business, that becomes very important to you, because that's where your focus is. That's all your mind is at, you all this other stuff about healing and God and what true life is, that just goes out the window sometimes, unless you are really coaching people. But even then, let's say you are a mind mastery coach or a spiritual coach, you are also living your life, you're also dealing with your own shit. It's not that coaches or teachers are perfect. And that's why Instagram is a place of business, But anyway, so I had to make this decision, like I was saying, and I realized something, guys. I realized that the present, capital P, the present that we have been promised in this lifetime, is presence. It is literally indulging in every single moment of your life with excitement, with exuberance, with intelligence, with invention, being able to pick up on your experiences fully, experiencing your experiences fully. That is the gift. That is the present that has been promised to us, right? It's presence. And we numb ourselves. It's not just me that does this. I know that everybody does this because we are in the digital age, We numb ourselves with entertainment, with media, with knowledge, even sometimes that is not something we need to know, We numb ourselves with goals, even with work, with working, with ideals, things that we want. Like that, all of that is toxic. All of it is toxic. Even desires are very toxic because take all of that away and then you see who you are and you know who you are. But while we are camouflaging our true essence with all these things, even memories of the past, even everything, desires of the future, memories of the past, who did what to us, like what we want for the future. I want a nice husband and a home and family and a career and like all this stuff, success. I want to coach, like blah, 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 whatever. Like all these things, they just get in the way of what's happening now. And what's happening now is the only thing that's real. It's the only thing that's real. Like, it's the only thing that's exciting. It's exciting. It's like exuberant. It's just intoxicating. Like when you can harness the present moment, you have the seed of invention and creation within you that you can inject within this present moment. Do you understand that? Einstein and Tesla and like literally renowned geniuses, they were able to tap into their subconscious mind because they were focused. They lived in a state of meditation. A bug just bit me. Oh my God. No, they lived in a state of meditation. Like they didn't have distractions. Our mind has been primed and programmed to have the attention span of like nothing, literally. Like I swear, like nothing. Even when it comes to dating, like first of all, I don't know, I see dating differently than other people do, but maybe everyone does. Everyone says that too, right? Who knows? But even when it comes to dating, like you used to have to really date somebody for a long time, you know what I mean? And like get to know them and ask questions and then, but now with social media in this digital age, everyone's like, yeah, like they didn't text me back, like I'm gonna ghost them. Like what the hell is that? It just makes no sense to me. You know what I mean? Like it just really, it's off the top of my head. Like I just don't understand. And like, I don't know, maybe I'm old school, maybe I'm traditional, whatever, screw it. Like I'm just not like that, really I'm not. And like dating apps have really perpetuated this, guys. I'm telling you, like one time I made a profile on a dating app for fun just to see what it was, and I couldn't do it. I had to delete it right away. I think my profile is probably still there, probably. Because I didn't even like have the patience to delete what I just did, I would never, ever, ever partake because like, if you like me, you come find me and we can, chop it up, you know what I mean? Like have some good conversation, it's all about the mind. It's all about the mental play, anyway. But like this is the case with friends too, guys. Like literally all relationships can be so organic, so beautiful if we just worked on ourselves a little bit and got rid of this like instant gratification bullshit that we kind of have within our minds. That is, gosh, there's just noise everywhere today. Yeah, do you guys hear that? Sorry, I'm like walking outside. Sometimes I'd be walking for like miles and I don't like when I record, not miles, but like a mile. And I'm like, shit, like I did that, anyway. Another thing about like, like social media is addicting. It is. And as somebody that posts on social media, I have to really be really careful, man, not to scroll. You know what I mean? Like if you see me posting, that's because I'm not scrolling. And then if I'm not posting, I'm off living my life. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care to be entertained by that. It's just really, it even puts me in a bad mood if I'll find myself scrolling. Like, I'm like, shit. Like, I actually get depressed, not from realizing that I'm doing it, but actually from the action of doing it. It is really addictive. It's a drug, you know. And like, go follow me though. But yeah, like, it's just important to have fun with your life. Like, dance, sing, I don't know. That's the best advice I can give you. Go outside, go for a walk, record a podcast, read a book. I'm reading this book called The Secret. It's actually not the original The Secret. It's a play of The Secret. Like, it's like an audited version of it. And like, it's changing my life. Like, it's changing my reality. Like, I'm a different person than from who I was when I woke up today. Like, seriously, these shifts happen in microseconds, what to speak of days. Like, days are like, we're lucky to have so much time here. Like, we're lucky to make differences here in our lives and in the lives of others. You know what I mean? Gosh, everyone's outside. But we're lucky. Like, we should be grateful for every moment. Seriously, we should be honing every moment, and we should be like, oh my gosh, what can I do for myself today? What can I do for other people today? How can I serve? How can I serve myself? How can I serve people? How can I serve the God within all of us? You know, period. End of story. And remember, I told you guys about that like kind of business deal that I had to think about. So like, some things are just a waste of time, and that's it. There may be good money in some things, but they're a waste of your time. They're a waste of your mental space, you know, which is really important. You got to keep that mental real estate clean. It's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of potential opportunity, you know. Like, you have to really be careful about what you do. You have to weigh the pros and the cons about who you date, about what you do, what you watch, what you eat, like, what you consume with all of your orifices, your eyes, ears, nose, mouth, etc. Like, it's important to be aware, hyper aware, even vigilant of your own reality, and like what you're allowing to fester there, what you're allowing to come in there and then fester there, make a home there. Nah, I want God in my house. You know what I mean? Like, I want the highest of the high in my home, which is my mind. Right? I want love there, pure love. You know what I mean? I want abundance there. Meaning, abundance is like, the way that I think of the word abundance, people think of it as maybe money, wealth. I actually view it as pregnancy. I know that's kind of odd, but think about it. Like, when you are forming a child, this is just really like far out, so stay tuned. Just listen, okay? When you're forming a child in the womb, you are creating, right? So abundance to me is creation. Like, it's propagation of life and all of the beauty that comes with life, ideas, intelligence, consciousness, you know. So that's just a metaphor. That's how I think of abundance. But yeah. So it's just, sorry, I'm laughing because when I stutter, like, I know that my body cannot keep up with my mind. I have to slow it down. Anyway, but yeah, so that's how I view abundance, right? And like, abundance is like everywhere we look, man. Like, the fact that we have the ability to see with our eyes and see all these beautiful things, that's abundance. And if what you are seeing is not beautiful, you got to change what you're looking at, right? But like, to me, like, abundance is the sunset, and that's God right there. Cars, like, all types of cars, baby. It could be any car, you know, bikes. Like, it's like people came up with, it's just amazing how all of these things have come to be. Same thing with you and me. Like, no human being has wasted potential. I saw this quote on TikTok one time of one of those like red pill TikTokers who's like kind of like big, and his I'm not laughing at him. His motto is like, I'm not laughing at him, I'm just laughing. I just laugh. His motto is I just don't want to have wasted potential. And I understand that, you know what I mean? But our potential can only be found here now. It can't be found in the future. It can't be found when we pressure ourselves into like years of slavery, even to our own business, just to buy a Bugatti and like not waste, but invest your money into like a sunk cost, right? I don't know. I'm just saying. Cars are depreciating assets. Anyway, aren't they? Right? Houses too, but I'm not going to get into that. Anyway. So Seema, what's a growing asset? Another business? Another person, something that can actually grow and like scale, not sedentary objects. They always lose value. Sedentary objects will always lose value. It's actually moving things that go along with the cycles of change and flux. Those things are the things that are growing assets because they have the ability to scale. They have the ability to grow. They have the ability to multiply and flourish, and propagate. That's like my word of the week, apparently. I'm like, yeah, propagate this, propagate that. Anyway, but yeah, so it's cool, baby. Work hard, if you want to buy a new car, for example, like a Bugatti, like I mentioned, like, yeah, work hard. That's fine, you know what I mean, with your business and all that stuff. But I'm telling you guys, life does not get fun until you literally scrape everything away and just focus on here now. What are you doing here now? What can you do here now? I can move my body. I can make a podcast. I can speak. I can use what God has given me, like to help to just, do my best, I can film something. I have a body. Let me use it to create energy in the minds and hearts of other people. You know what I mean? Provided that they're open to receiving my energy, you know what I mean? And the right people will be, by the way. Like, that's another thing I've had to learn. I've been in the content creation game for a minute. Let me tell you, when I was a baby at this, I was so afraid to post anything. I was like, what are people gonna think of me? I don't want to offend people, like all that stuff. And there's no such thing. Really, I learned that there's no such thing as offending anybody else. Unless you're going out of your way to hurt somebody, obviously. Intention is everything. You know what I mean? And your intentions and your actions will align when you are 100% set on your intentions. Like, the thing with me and my journey with social media is that there have been points where I wasn't set on my intentions. I was like, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And I was so scattered. And the thing about me in particular, I'll just go there really quickly if anybody can relate to this, is that I have a multifunctional like mind. Like, I like everything. I also have passions in a lot of subjects, right? So I had to like just kind of optimize, And when you optimize your actions, your life begins to get optimized naturally, when you optimize your thoughts, really is what it is, then everything else aligns. And the thing about thought optimization is that it's about being in the present moment. Like I said, like that's literally thought optimization, is being in the present moment. Because it is in the present that all of your power is contained. It's not in the past. It's not thinking about the past or the future. See, it's where the mind goes, guys. That's the power. That's the secret. Like, that's literally the secret. It's insane, because wherever your conscious mind is steered, the subconscious will be affected, right? And then so whatever deposits in the subconscious will manifest tangibly. We know this. Like, we know that the subconscious mind is the body. We know that the subconscious mind creates the physical, tangible, material world around us, right? And it's different for everybody. That's why reality is different for every soul. Like, no two people or beings share the same reality. So with that being said, even if you just focus and steer your conscious mind consciously, like in a way that is directive, then you will see results in your subconscious mind as well. Like, it is really quite amazing. And you can see this in everybody, millionaires, billionaires, yogis, like pick, I have references to people in the music industry because I love music, and some of the art pieces that have been created by some of these music artists are absolutely timeless and historical and beautiful and soul expanding, you know what I mean? And so that's where my examples come from. But pick like your example of who you really like or revere, and you will see that there has been a meeting of the subconscious with the universal mind, you know? And so boom, that's where the abundance lies. That's where abundance lies. Keep feeding into that energy, that frequency. Keep kind of pulling it towards you like a rope, you know what I mean? And you will see such beauty manifest in your life. Really, like, I'm telling you guys, every single time I made up my mind that something was going to happen and I believed it with no shred of doubt, it happened. Good and bad. Okay? Even when it came to dealing with other people. Because people are universes, and we can really positively affect one another if we just have the willpower to do so. Yeah? And the way to understand your own power is by tapping into the present moment, understanding that you are God in a body, in a way, that you've been given this faculty, just as Jesus Christ said in the Bible. The whole Bible is based off of that, by the way, how we have this power within us. And Jesus told us to follow him in his way of living and what he does. We can similarly heal ourselves, heal others, etc. And we are not using this faculty, so that's why I'm here to remind you guys of it. Yeah. All right. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Oh my gosh, I'm so honored that I had the ability to speak to you once again. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.